Hey Facebook. Hey guys. I have had a couple of drinks. I'm slightly inebriated, but it should not take away from this video. Um, I also would like to share that yes, I am wearing jewelry that is symbolic to my life and my belief, but that should not take away from this video. I just want to let you guys know that I often wear jewelry that symbolizes my true core values, and that's what this video is about. So I am in San Diego right now, first and foremost. For those of you guys that are joining me, appreciate that. Family, friends, colleagues, you guys, what name it. I want to let you guys know that I'm here because one of my family members passed away. It's very sad that he passed away. He had a um, very humble life, very humble way of life, very meaningful way of life. As we talked about during dinner, and I'll briefly kind of talk about some things here, that my grandma basically kind of broke down in tears and talked about was that he was never really scared of dying. He was never really afraid of going on and living on. Um, and that was one of the things that really hit me. And I want to talk to you guys today about life. I want to talk to you guys today about the purpose of life, life itself, right? So life is going to present to you some challenges. Life is going to present to you some opportunities and some experiences and some lessons. Now, you guys can take what you want from them and you can, do what you will with them, right? Now, you can choose to accept them. You can choose to deny them. You can choose to walk away from them. You can choose to accept them, okay? Now, let me tell you something. I know some of you are not religious. That's okay. But for those of you that are, I believe that life is giving you a path of life, a direction, a journey, okay? It's someone that's of higher power than all of us is making these choices. Now, ultimately, you make the decision physically, but mentally, within our gut, our ultra, a powerful, well-being person. Now, this is not to tell you guys that you should be religious. I just want to share some wisdom here, okay? And it doesn't have to be wisdom. You have to be religious. It's just a good lifelong lesson for you to take away from. That I believe that our well-being, okay, higher power, whatever you want to call them, is telling us where we should be, okay? Now, you can walk along that path, but they're going to end up setting some roadblocks, and some roadblocks are going to teach you some lessons. Now, my advice to you is to listen to these lessons that these roadblocks are putting before you, okay? You're going to fight against them, and you're going to struggle, and you're going to cry, and you're going to tear, and you're going to whatever, okay? You're going to absolutely go into a ball, right? So what I'd like you to know is that these are not forever, okay? These balls are not forever kind of a thing. And so they're going to block you from choices you're going to make that are not for you, right? Because life is going to throw you a bunch of these curveballs. And these curveballs are going to open you to where you need to be, your purpose, your drive, your destiny, right? Your calling, your life's calling, okay? For me, I fought countless times what was meant for me, what was for me, what should have been for me, and all that stuff. And people telling me, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you're going to be good at this, you're going to be good at that. I really listened. I was a rebel at the time and was taught a bunch of lessons, and it kind of hit me in, 9 ways to none. But the point of this video, guys, and let's get into the meat here of this video, is that the whole, unfortunate, circumstance that we're all here today is actually it's a blessing. It's a brilliant, beautiful blessing. Triple B, beautiful, brilliant blessing. Okay. And the blessing is that even if everything in the whole world is going to be coming apart like crumbs, okay, you should never be scared of moving forward, moving on. Okay. There's always a beautiful thing to walk away with, to walk away from, to be given, to be inheriting, okay? One of the things tonight is that I was able to express, and I just want to let you guys know that this was meant for my grandfather, and I did not want to take the spotlight and grab it from whoever was presenting. So there was a master, basically coordinator of this whole event, and they basically said, okay, what do we need to know? What are we going to do tomorrow? Blah, blah, blah. Kind of logistics, right? Because that was what they kind of preached about. But my thing is that I wanted to let us all within the moment realize that while we're in a moment, when you guys are in an indefinite or a finite moment, right? Like right now, wherever you're watching this, okay? Look around you. Look to the left. Look to the right. Look behind you. And really look behind you. And then look forward. And hold that for a minute. Because I need you to understand this. I need you to understand that as you go through looking at these things, life is lifing all around you. It's not going to stop. But what it's going to do is it's going to open your eyes to the things that life has in its masterpiece. Life is art. Life is a form of art, okay? And as you're watching, you're an artist. You're watching life unfold, okay? And so one of the things I did tonight was I basically opened a discussion that years ago my grandfather and my grandmother, God bless their heart, makes me cry, and I get emotional thinking about it, that they basically asked as kids, so you're going to be basically, this generation is going to be the generation from the next generation to the next generation to the next generation to the next generation, and so on and so forth. So you have to take care of what it is now so that later on the generations to come are solid and formal, right? Formal as in solidified, as in strong, as in concrete, as in rock, stone, right? Like Samson, right? Strong. Okay. So when I'm thinking of that, I wanted you guys to know that while things are happening, you have the power to write your history, to write your own story. Now, life can write itself, like edit your story as you go, but you're writing your own story. And it's happening all around you, right? And so I basically said, now listen, now today, where are you now? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Blah, blah, blah. It's not going to make any sense. You might think that, but let me tell you something. I answered, so my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, and my relatives, my uncles, my aunts, all came up with this packet and had us fill it out. We're like, ugh, homework on vacation? Are you kidding me? Who would do that? Like, okay. You always taught me that there's good and bad and good, yin and yang, black and white and white and black. Okay, so let me fill this out. Let me see what's going on. So I filled it out to the best that I could. Whatnot. And this was like 11 years ago, right? Close to 9 to 11 years. Nine years later, folks, let me tell you something. Those answers that I answered on that sheet, that packet, not even close. Was I lying on that packet? Absolutely not. No way. I was completely 100% truthful with that packet because that's what I thought at the time was going to happen. That's what I thought life was going to life, right? But here's the beautiful thing. Those answers, night and day from where I am now. Does that mean today that I'm absolutely worthless? I'm of no value? I have no purpose, no integrity? No. I have way more integrity, way more value. Do you guys know that the value and purpose and drive I have today far outweigh the drive I had 10 years ago? So that kind of shows you the growth that you have within your human being, right? And how beautiful it is. But the point of that packet was to realize that when you make a decision, when you make a purpose, when you make a choice, when you make a journey, a path, when you walk that pathway, you're not making it for yourself. You're impacting others. Now, do you need to please everyone 100% of the time 100% of every single moment? No. Sometimes you're not going to meet that effort. I'm going to tell you that right now, okay? It's going to be unfortunate. But my point that I want to drive home in this video that you're watching right now, okay? Let's see. It is 8:45 on the 25th of October, right? 2025? Okay. So, it's on record. It's been stated. It's on video. It's recorded. All right. You guys have proof. The answers that you write down today, are they going to be the same answers that you have 5 years from now? 3 years from now? A year from now? 3 months from now? No. Because my answers then are nowhere even close to the answers I have today. The answers I have today, I have a whole vision of my life. And I have a purpose for it, value to it, integrity to it, commitment to it. But what more importantly what it was for is it realized that what you're doing impacts you so you can feel good about your future generations. So what you're doing today is going to impact you today, but it's going to impact your kids' kids, and your kids' babies' kids, right? It's a pretty profound thing that's going on right now, right? So that was a conversation I had today. Is I basically said, listen, so we basically filled out these packets, and I wanted to let you guys know that while you basically put them aside, maybe put them in the recycle bin, what have you, I took it upon myself to realize, hey, I'm much better where I am now because I have purpose, because I have drive, because I have value and reason and logic, and I love where I am now because I know where I'm going to be. But where I am now, I'm making choices for my future generations. I'm proud of where my future generations, if I do have them, we all don't, some do, some don't, it's okay. It's up to you, right? My future generations are going to be solid because they're going to have core foundation values that were laid upon them from the very beginning, right? And that's what I love about my family, is that we set those foundations, those boundaries, those borders right now, so that later on we don't have to set them when we should have set them way before, okay? I'd like you guys to reflect on that idea, that scenario, that thought, that relation to life, okay? And unfortunately for me, I have to relive it through a celebration of life, through someone's passing. But that's what's beautiful about people going the way that they should, the way that they need to, right? Now, this person, unfortunately, kind of had a very mediocre way of life at the end of their life. But let me tell you something. They never stopped fighting. They never stopped pushing. They never stopped loving. And like I said from the very beginning, they were never scared of leaving. They left when they knew they needed to, when they knew they should, and when they knew it was their time to go. I hope you guys aren't being emotional right now. Maybe some are, some aren't. That's okay. But folks, I love each and every one of you with the bottom of my heart, my core value. But I want you to reflect on this video, because that's what they would have wanted. That's what I want. And that's what I want my future generation to want. And I really would hope that you'd want your future generation and your current generation to want now too. So let's make life better. Let's make life great. And let's realize that life has a pathway for all of us. And it's meant for us. So let's ride it out the way that it should. Storm or not. Of each and every one of you, I'm Sean, the ToGA brother. I'm out. I love you guys. Signing off.